Okay, and we are rolling for our last segment as we close out coverage for T3 here in Dallas, Texas. And we have with us Torie Happe, who is the Director of Partnerships at Holistiplan. Torie, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
All right, so I know Holistiplan. I don't personally use it, but we have a couple of advisors at our shop, Sovereign Financial, that do use it.
Yeah.
And they are like, what they call those stark raving fans.
Yeah.
They really love them.
Holistipans, as we like to call them.
Is that right? This is for you, Miles. Yes. So they are Holistipans, especially Miles. He loves it.
Miles, we need to get you a hoodie.
Oh, yes. Miles would love a hoodie.
Great. We will get him all signed up.
Sounds good. Miles would love it. We're going to hold you to it.
I got you.
Okay. And that sounds great. And so I have looked at it. I just haven't had the bandwidth to really adopt it in my personal practice. I'm kind of busy running Sovereign and doing this. There's only so much a chuck to spread around. But seriously, the people I know that use it do love it. Known for taxes. But I understand that you're now looking to get into estate planning.
We are, yeah. So again, our flagship product is tax planning. We will never move away from that, right? We know that taxes is where we staked our flag. It is our flagship piece. From there, we kind of grew out of, we heard, the insurance risk was kind of the next piece that our advisors were looking to kind of tackle. So we built out an insurance risk tool that tackles home, auto, and umbrella policies.
I guess I didn't know that you guys did that.
Yeah,
okay.
So it's a again, you upload exactly kind of how you do it with the tax return, right? You upload your declaration pages of those 3 items, and it's going to give you a report out just like that. So, next ripple was, hey, like, how do you start analyzing the estate piece of this? So in October, not only did we host our own tax planning journey, first time in person, we've done it many times online and had thousands of advisors attend that. We were able to bring that in person.
Where did you do that?
We did it at the Nitrogen event at Fearless.
Oh, like kind of a subset sort of thing.
Yeah, it was like a pre-conference event.
Very cool.
We had about 350 advisors join us for the first in-person event, which was wonderful.
Yeah.
A couple thousand advisors added online, so they got to stream it online with us. And that's where Roger, our CEO, announced that we were kind of entering into the estate planning piece. So again, kind of rippling out from our flagship of tax planning, but really still staying in that utilization tool space that we have really wanted our advisors to grow from. So we will be rolling out this estate tool. Roger has kind of shown, walked through a demo. We will be basically doing what we do in the tax planning world and the insurance world, analyzing those documents for the advisor to go through with their clients. So we know estate documents aren't looked at very often, right? I could be the perfect example. We have been running, again, when you work for tech companies, employees know you're kind of the guinea pigs of building the tech, right?
Sure.
So I uploaded my trust documents in and quickly realized how out of date, right? But they weren't that old. They're maybe 3 years old.
Yeah.
But in that 3 years, we moved not only from one house to another, but we moved states. We've had changes to the beneficiaries that we want of our accounts, right? Because we had, family members pass away. We have our child who's now 11 who has established a life here in Texas and not in California anymore. So do we have the right people in place in guardianship if something were to happen to him? Is that guardian willing to move to Texas? Because we don't want him to if something were to happen to my husband and I, do we want to uproot his life and have him move back, right? So these were all these conversations that we didn't know that we needed to be having. And then not only on top of that, the house that was listed in the trust was our old home and not our new one. So it's just opening up those conversations with your clients again of how much information do you need to keep updated. And so that's what our estate planning tool is. It's really going to show the advisor you still need to have these conversations with them, and it's giving you a new platform to say, hey, look, let's make sure where your accounts are lying are the proper people to have them go to. And are these documents in the place that you want them to be in? We're not doing document creation. Roger talked about that in our presentation of it in October. We'll be partnering with firms that will help us process that. The advisors work with a lot of estate attorneys too, so if they have that relationship, right, they'll be able to send them this really great report saying, hey, these are the items. this client needs updated on their estate tool.
So if I may for a second, this sounds
Sure.
interesting to me,
Yeah.
because this is top of mind for me as it is a lot of other advisors.
Yeah.
So the collection of the information and the creation of like summary reports, super important. The creation of the new documents, obviously you go to your local attorney,
Yep.
but are you looking to partner with one of the bigger players that do that already, like Trust and Will or Vanilla or something like
Yeah,
this?
I mean,
or-
we're going to be pretty tech agnostic there, right? Like
so
we
whoever
just-
wants to plug in
Yeah,
with you guys.
Exactly. Like
Yeah, it's the way to go.
ultimately, I think that's our goal, right? Tech agnostic. Different broker dealers have approved different estate planning tools, so we want
Right.
to be very open about like where we do that.
That's
And again,
smart.
at the end of the day, it's kind of up to the advisor. They're the ones building their tech stacks. It's important for us to understand and come to where the advisors are, not force them into a box. So we
Yeah.
want to make sure that we stay very agnostic on that side.
I think that's really brilliant to do. When you try to keep everyone into your own ecosystem, it just, for me at least, people that really do their due diligence, as I think most advisors do, no one wants a closed ecosystem. So I think that's
Yeah,
really
and I think
smart.
too, right? Our industry has brought in so much innovation. I mean, I started out at LPL many years ago, where there wasn't a whole lot of technology for advisors to use, and
Yeah.
now there is so much out there that you're able to build the tech stack that works for your business. So my tech stack may not work well for your business.
course.
So being one of the tech solutions out there, we want to stay agnostic because we want to make sure that we're working with advisors that really want to learn tax planning or estate planning, but also do we fit properly in your business that you're running.
Makes perfect sense. So that's probably a good place to put a pin in it for today.
Yeah.
All right, so Torie Happe, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
You bet. And that's going to do it for this year's T3 coverage from goRIA. We will be back next year, I'm sure, with some more coverage, but we'll be doing this in 2 days. Yeah, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'll be in DC covering the Investment Advisors Association conference, all about compliance. Don't tune away yet. Compliance could be very exciting.
I don't know.
If done well. Let's see if I can make it exciting. It's certainly important, and we're going to try to make it fun too, but it really will be a good time. So I'll be back and hopefully with you guys on Friday from DC, talking compliance from the Investment Advisors Association. But for now, on behalf of goRIA, fueled by Investment News, I'm Chuck Vela, and this is it for T3. We'll see you next year. Thanks. Bye. Thanks again, Torie. That was great.
Thank you.